Hey everybody, John Granato from The Bench, mornings on ESPN 97.5, and that's AJ Hoffman. He's on The Blitz. That's afternoons on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do so you get all of our content right here on SportsMap HOU. So, AJ, Justin Verlander, how about this? He says he's not going to be ready to be a starter, but maybe can go to the bullpen late this season, maybe in the postseason. You see him as a closer possibly for this team in the postseason, and you think it could be like a Smoltz situation? I mean, that wouldn't be so bad.
No, Smoltz was an incredible closer. So if that did work out, sure. I don't know if I see him as a closer, but I could see him coming back and picking up some high leverage innings here and there, maybe in two innings, 3 innings at a time. I think that obviously the bullpen is the weakness of this team. We've seen that, the bottom of the lineup's pretty rough right now, but coming into this season, we all kind of assumed the bullpen would be the biggest weakness. The Astros historically have taken starting type pitchers that maybe they had an overflow of and used them in relief situations in the playoffs. I would expect that would be sort of the same thing they do with Justin Verlander and keep the Belaks and the Smiths away from the playoff roster.
Yeah. No, they're not going to be here. Listen, it's not going to be long before Framber is back, Odorizzi's back. You know, this bullpen is actually going to be bolstered with Garcia moving to the bullpen, possibly Javier, Anoli Paredes. This is actually what is a weakness now could be a strength. And if you're talking about Odorizzi in the 7th, Verlander in the 8th, and Presley in the 9th, what the heck? That's going to be awfully nice if you can get 6 innings out of whomever. That's your starter in the postseason. You know what? It actually, what is looking pretty stinky at times, is actually going to look pretty nice, hopefully, in the near future. Now, Verlander, and I like this about him. You know, he's getting paid $66 million for one start over 2 years, and he says it's gnawed at him. He doesn't like it. Gnawing at him enough that he might give a little hometown discount to the Astros for next year and possibly the year after?
That's a really nice thought. But at the end of the day, I'm sure he's got an agent in his ear who's saying, oh, no, we're not doing that. We can go get big bucks somewhere. Now, Justin Verlander is going to sign for a discount anyway because he's coming off of 2 seasons that he hasn't really played. So he's not going to get one of these, these crazy Kershaw type, $30 million a year deals.
How much would you give him? How much would you give him right now for 2 years?
I think I'd give him probably 20 per.
Yeah, I like it.
And if he's willing to take that, I mean, I would think if it came down to the Astros are offering me 20 per or any other teams offering me 20 per, I think that maybe that would come into play. But if there is a team out there, if the Red Sox decide, okay, or the Cubs or some random team that's got a lot of money says we're going to give him $28 million a year, I think it'd be really hard for him to say no to that.
I don't know. Like he says, this does bother him. I mean, $66 million from one team for one start, that sucks for the team, and he's a guy with a lot of pride. I think that, that he might go, you know what, and at $8 million more or whatever, it's just not that important to me. And 20 is the qualifying offer for him anyway. So if they say, hey, we'll give you the qualifying offer, will you stay with us? It would be a nice thing and you know what, I'm taking $16 million out of Justin Verlander's hands, but that would be a really nice gesture for a guy that just got paid for nothing the last 2 years.
It would be, but the truth of it is, if Justin Verlander never pitches again for the Astros, no Astros fan is going to look back and say, man, we really got jobbed by that Justin Verlander deal because they won a World Series. So if that World Series cost you $66 million, so be it.
Yeah. No, I get it, and I'm just saying. How about somebody's being a nice guy now for $20 million?
They do it all the time.
Can we be a nice guy? I know it's only $20 million, but maybe we could be nice about it.